people! Hello, it's Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I'm here on Friday, because it's Friday, and I do lives on the Thunderhorse Descendant business page on Tuesdays and Fridays. And so here I am, doing live stuff. I think it's 8. I'm pretty sure that it's 8 o'clock. So, hi Stacia! I see people are logging on. Hi guys! I'm doing the wave, Hi Clarisse! I see your stickers, Clarisse. Hi Randy and everybody. Hello! So, how is everybody on this wonderful Friday? Are we doing good? I did pretty good today. I got some stuff posted up on the website, and I made a plan for this live. You know, lost. What? How'd you get lost? Don't get lost. Anyways, so yeah, I've been just doing all the stuff today. I did postings, I did advertising. You may have said in my little live this morning, I did all those things, so it was good. And then I thought, you know what we should do is I should show you how to make these earrings on the live tonight, because it's kind of fun. Hi, Cindy. So, let me premise this video by saying I am not a seed beater, and I have zero patience. I am not a sewer or a bead weaver or any of those things. I'm none of those things. I went to Taylor's Falls on Monday, and on Monday I took this class with Lynn. I showed you guys, she taught me how to make this bracelet. Remember? And I thought, oh, well, wouldn't it be cool if I could make some matching earrings for my bracelet? So I did that, and then I thought, oh, okay. So I just kind of added my little, you know, things. And so it actually turned out pretty cool. So I'm going to show you guys how to make those. I watched your video from earlier. Oh, yeah, from this morning. About my scheduling, about my block scheduling. It's good. So that's what I got going on today. It is Free Gift Friday in the shop tonight. So if you make a purchase and you put in the comments of your order, Free Gift Friday, you will get a special something in your free gift in your Happy Mail. So FYI on that. But without further ado, let's get on into it. I'm going to flip you guys over. Hi, Sarah. We're going to make earrings tonight. Yeah, you know, I was like, remember when I said I was going to make jewelry on YouTube? And then I didn't. So, I'm working on it. So now, given I have not ever tried to seed bead while, like in this position with stuff in front of my face with the camera, so, you know. But anyway, we're going to try it. So here's the earrings that I made. I took a picture of them. And so here's my bracelet that they, oh yeah, I forgot I used those different blue ones. I forgot about that. So I guess they kind of match. But I think the plan was because I used those in there. Anyway, moral of the story. Hi, Sarah. Got 2 Sarahs. Yeah. So, onward. What I'm using is I'm going to use Wildfire from Beadalon. And I bet you I forgot my needle. You know it. You know I would do that because I'm so used to not using a needle. All right. Let me grab it. I'll be right back. So, as I am not a seed beater or seed weaver or any of those things, I am just using a regular old sewing needle, which is why I am using 8s and 6s, because a regular sewing needle will not go through a size 11 bead, FYI on that. You guys, these lights are already making me hot. I gotta take this off. Maybe I'm nervous. I bet you that was it. Okay, so I got about 1.5 feet of wildfire here. We're only going to make one of these, so I'm not going to make you sit through both of them, because seed beading can be, like, daunting when you're the person who's doing it, let alone when you're the person watching it. But anyway. So, here's what we do. Hi, Carolyn. So here's what I'm going to use. I'm going to use... Okay, these are 6s, the larger one, and these are 8s. So, the smaller the number, the bigger the bead. Hi, Nancy. The bigger the number, the smaller the bead, right? So, I'm going to be using these two, 6s and 8s. And then I have some, I don't know if these are 4 or 3 millimeters. I think they're 4 millimeter crystals. And that's what I'm going to use. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to need some more of these. Not very many, though. You can also make this pattern backwards if you want. It actually looks really good backwards. I'll show it to you. So, on this one, you have the big beads on the outside. Right? And on this one, the big beads are in the inside. Here's maybe a better example. Big beads on the inside, big beads on the outside. So it kind of just depends on what you want to do. I've been playing around with it. But I kind of thought I like the earring idea, because I got enough patience for earrings, I think. She said before she started cussing in her online live video. All right. So, let's do it. All I have is my wildfire string. I'm not tying a knot or doing anything. I've just am going to be using on this one string. And first thing you do is you take a crystal. You go 1 crystal and 5 of the seed beads. Okay. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you're going to pull those down to the end. And you're going to want to leave a tail here. I would say a good, like, 6 inches or so, because you're going to need that in the end. So then what you're going to do is you're going to run back through your crystal to make a circle. Okay. So got your strings going one way, tail going one way, other string going the other way to make a circle. Easy peasy. Okay. So now this is what Lynn told me about making circles. She said, when you have a circle, you got to go back and you got to reinforce it. So you got to go back through the beads. She said, when you do the circle, do first 2, because this will give it a circle shape. Then 1. Hi, Alice. Jake, quit licking your paws. And then the other 2. Okay. I'm trying to speed seed bead. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Okay, and we're always ending in the crystal. So you go through the crystal again. All right, so we still have our circle. We've just reinforced it. Hello, everybody. Hello, Jennifer. We've just reinforced the circle. Now we move on to the next part, which is the inside part. Okay, so we've just done this. You don't have to worry about any of this other business until after. We don't do that till the end. Now we're going to make this part right here. So we go 5 seed beads, and then a crystal, and then 5 more seed beads. Four, 5 seed beads, crystal, 5 more seed beads, 3, 4, 5. Pull that down. Okay, 5 seed beads, crystal, 5 seed beads. Okay, same deal. You go back through this crystal right here that you're coming out of. Just go in the other direction. Pull it through. Make a circle. Ta-da! Okay. Now we got to go through there again, and we got to make sure that it is secure. So we're going to go around all the way through all the beads. Again. It's weird looking through this camera, I'll tell you what. Okay. And then I go back through here. So they tell me this is for security, and also because it gives a little more structure to your project. We then go through this crystal again. This crystal gets a lot of work, let me tell you. It's starting to get tight in there. And then this side is going to get double up. So you got to go, because you got to end in your crystal, so you got to go through this side twice. Okay. Hi, Cindy. So now we're back in the crystal. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make this loop on this side. So we're going to add 5 seed beads. My camera's wigging out. Hi, Jefferson. We're going to add 5 seed beads. And we're going to make a loop. Another circle. Back through the crystal. See how easy this is? Just go in there. Okay. Now we gotta do our little circle thing again. So 2, go through 2, and then 1, and this is to help with the circle shaping. And then 2. And then the crystal again. All right. So it's a little tight, and okay, they say not to do this, but you know, do as they say, not as I do. Use a decent beading needle so you don't have to do that. Okay. So now what we do, okay, is we're going to put on the outside. Okay, we're going to put on these outside ones. So you're going to take 2 of the bigger 8-O's, put those on there. Right now you are coming out of the crystal here. You're going to count 3. 1, 2, 3. Put your needle in there. You are awesome. Always teaching yourself new styles and giving us different things to purchase. Thanks, Alice. Okay. So you go through the 3rd one. Now, this was not in my tutorial for the bracelet because, so I just guessed 2. If you feel like you could put 3 or you're doing a different size, whatevs. I put 2 because I just felt that that was okay. So we're going to do it again. We're going to put 2 more. And now here's where it starts to get a little tricky because you got a lot of thread going on. So I go through, you're actually supposed to go through this one, through the crystal, right? But because I have this big needle and I've already been through that crystal a few times, it didn't work. So I'm going to go through this guy. Go through there, which is fine. And I'm going to go, and I'm just going to go up and around in here to get to the other side instead of being able to go through the crystal. So then when you're doing that, if that's what you're doing, you're going to want to make sure you start right here because that's where we ended on the other side. Okay. So we're just going to do it again on this side. Put 2 beads. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And you can see right here is where you're making it a triangle. Like you're making it a kind of a diamond shape is when you're pulling these 3 beads out. Okay. 2 again, 1, 2. And then we're going to go into this guy. Okay. So it looks like. And then I'm going to go around and I'm going to go around the whole thing so that it's all secure and gives the earring more structure. Also because we've only gone through these big beads one time. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to go fast. I know this can be kind of like, yeah. Okay. Now you can see I got my tail jacked up in there. You just gonna get that out of the way. Okay, now that we have done all of that, I'm going to do a half hitch knot to tie this off. And so basically you can do that anywhere, doesn't matter. You just want to hide the knot once you're done. So all that means is you're going to go in between the beads where the string is. Okay, make sure you got the string on top of your needle. You're going to pull that through, and in this little loop, you're going to string through that. It's going to make a knot. Then you continue on with your beading, and you maybe do one more knot somewhere along the line here. So I'll do it right here. Go through it. And then you just hide the knot inside the beading, the beadwork. And then you can just snip it off. So I'm going to actually go into one of these little bluer beads in the middle, probably, just so that it's not in that big 8, because it'll probably show if I leave it there. Then you're just going to snip it. And if you really feel like you got to do something, you can go in with your little thread zapper burner thing, and you could zap that off, but for the purpose of this video, I don't have a thread zapper, so that's what we got. Okay, now you got your tail. Remember I said we got to do something with this. So now we're going to take our needle, we're going to flip this over, we're going to put it on the tail. Okay, now basically what you're going to do here is that after the beading is complete, you're going to make a half hitch knot and tie this off and hide it in your beadwork as well. So I got to figure out where this tail's coming out of the bicone. So I'm going to go this way. Down here. Sorry, blocking up the camera. And then I'm going to tie my knot. Ooh, my needle fell off. It's kind of short. Maybe you want to leave yourself a little more something to work with, but you know. I just got to do one more notch and then we're done with all of this. So Lynn says it's good to go into the inside of the beading when doing knots and hiding things. She says that just works better. So we'll do that because that's what she said. Yep. Okay. So now, snip that one off. So now we have our beaded portion of this. And so what I do is I flip it over, and I'm going to use this side. Not that it matters, but I don't know, I just like that side better, I guess. And now comes the easy part for me. The like stressful part is over. We can just get rid of this because we're only making one of these. Yeah, the stressful part is over now. Now we move on to our wire. Okay, so we're going to make this portion. Now you would necessarily have to make this portion, but this was kind of my addition to this situation. So I'm just going to grab up a little wire, and to me, personally, this is the easiest part because you're just wire wrapping. So one thing that I did do is I took this and I went through, this is 22 gauge wire, I went through the bead. Some people, like you could take a jump ring or you could just put the earring wire inside of there and hang it. But because there's 5 beads on here, you got one in the middle, it sits up weird. And I thought this would probably be more secure anyway. So I'm going to wire wrap this up. So the only thing about this part that I found to be kind of like a thing to watch out for is you got to make sure that you're making your loops right here the same size. So what I do is I take my chain nose, I put it on there, and you're going to want to kind of snug up to the chain nose so you know that your loops are going to be the same size. Because if they're not, your earrings aren't going to hang the same length. Okay. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bend this like a head pin. Just give it a little kind of indent with your nail and then pull it straight out. This is going to help you to keep that circular doings. Okay. Keep your chain nose on there and then wrap. You're going to want to do no more than 3 wraps so it doesn't look clunky. Okay, and if you get wonky like that, you can squeeze it down with your plier. But let's cut it off first. So I'm going to go in and just clean this up a little bit. I'm going to tuck my tail. I'm going to give this just a little nudge down. And you can see that that little nudge just makes it look a lot better. The top loop there. Okay, and then at this point you could put, on this one, I put 2. You could do 2, you could do 1, you could do a completely different bead. You can do whatever you want. Because there's no rules. So I think on this one, maybe I'll just do, what do I want to do? I'll do just the blue. I'll just do the blue. No, I want to do the pink too because I like the little bicone. But I don't want to make these the same. That would be bad. Okay, 2 blue. 2 blue, 2 blue. Yeah, that'll be fine. I don't want to get too pink, right? All right, so you got your beads on there. You wouldn't even have to put beads on there if you didn't want to. On those other ones, I wire wrapped down, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space, more than I normally would when I do a wire wrap, because you go over. Okay, so you're going to wire wrap like normal a couple times. Okay, and then you're going to look and see what's going on there, which I'm going to go one more. Okay, then we're going to go down like so. You're going to switch pliers. Take your chain nose, grab a hold of this loop so it doesn't lose its shape when you're pulling on this tail. And we're going to wrap around the bottom to just clean the bottom up a little bit. So you could even wrap all the way down if you wanted. It's whatever. Ooh, squish. Squish, clunk, whoops. Right? Okay, now I got to straighten this wire out because it got a little wonky. So what I did, can't talk and get a hold of this wire at the same time. There we go. So what I did is I went down the loop a little ways, you can see, just to give it a little more something. And instead of, like, I could have just stopped here, but I wire wrapped the beads too, just for funsies. Okay, so you're gonna want to work hard in your loop right here, tuck anything in, make it look nice, la-di-da. This is our earring. And then it needs a earring wire. So you could have, if you wanted, you could just throw this on there and call that a day. You might have to twist your wire a little bit. Like so. Let's see, how's that gonna hang? Yeah. Okay, so you gotta turn it just a smidge. And then with these ear wires, these are kind of like kidney ear wires. You could also use a jump ring to attach this if you wanted to. But what I do is I just go in here and I squeeze this a little bit together. Gotta be very careful so that this ain't gonna come out of there. Okay. Sometimes when you do that, you then have to resituate this part right here, you see? And you just might have to give that a little bend. But in the process of the bending, you gotta be careful not to then reopen the loop. But anyway, so that is how that goes. And there's your earring. Spectacular, right? So I'm not going to make you watch the other one. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to give away these ones. Because they're ready. Because, you know, I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe weekend. And I will be putting posts up and putting new stuff on the website this weekend, so you can see that if you want to. But other than that, I'll be back on Tuesday. Bye.